One of the big things I see come up in relationships is how often the inner child can be triggered. And I know it sounds very cliche, but it's so true. If there's things that are happening in your relationship, that's recurring patterns, recurring themes, recurring arguments, and there's just something that triggers you constantly with your partner. Yes, it may be that they need to do some work there. There's some stuff that they need to heal, perhaps that they need to become aware of. But for you, when we focus on you, what's the trigger? What's happening inside you? And usually this can be inner child stuff, that it usually represents something that happened for you in childhood with a parent or caregiver. In Key 5 in the Unlock Your Love Blocks program, we have a deep dive into the 5th chakra, which is where Spirit has shown me we can hold a lot of our inner child blocks, which means that we have trouble expressing our feelings in a healthy way. So for some of you, they may come out, really angrily and unhealthy, and you're triggered and you're rah. And for others, you might just clam up and you don't really say how you feel. And maybe for some of you, you swing between both of these situations. We have a deep dive into our inner victim, and as hard as that can be, many of us can victimize ourselves some way. And it's such a huge consciousness jump when we can really recognize where we're holding ourselves in victim, whether it's just the thoughts that we say to ourselves every day, or whether it's the things that we say to people about our life and our journey, that's quite victimy. And maybe we don't realize that. So we get to have a look at that, because once you do, and you can look at it and you can go, wow, okay, I can see where I'm really victimizing myself here. I can see the mindset, I can see the healing shift that needs to happen. You can have such a huge leap in consciousness, which means that everything, all the dynamics in your relationship, the dynamics in, perhaps your working world, your friendship world, everything really can have a massive change. We also look at communication and the ways we like to communicate. We discuss love languages, all this sort of stuff. It's such a big, beautiful key in that Love Blocks program. So if you're feeling it's time to look at perhaps being able to express yourself in better ways that perhaps aren't so explosive, or perhaps where you don't shut down, where you would like to go in and explore your inner child and feel more empowered in life, then definitely consider the Key 5 in the Unlock Your Love Blocks program. I look forward to seeing you in there.